Don't.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna be doing a story time video of the time where my coworker walked in on me taking the biggest shit in the world. I'm sorry if I get distracted. Anyways, so let's just go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, so this all started off today in the morning, and I really needed to go use the restroom because my stomach was hurting a lot. And I know the only reason why my stomach will hurt this much is because I'm getting my period. And I was like, okay, so like, I was like, should I wait until like, I'm gonna go on my break, which is gonna be like around like 10 something. It was currently like 9, like barely gonna turn 9, right? And I was like, should I wait? I was like, no, I have to go use the restroom. If not, I'm gonna fucking bleed all over myself and I'm gonna be stained for the rest of the day. I'm probably gonna smell like fucking blood. TMI. Okay, moving on. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna ask one of my coworkers to like be in my position while I go to use the restroom. So I go to the restroom, right? So she takes over me. I go to the restroom, and there's 2 like stalls, and I decide, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go on the bigger stall because I like using the bigger stall. It's like bigger. I'm fat, you know, perfect for my size. And I go in, I sit down, and I let everything rip because the restroom is like lonely. No, there was like no one in there, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let everything rip while it's lonely before someone comes in here and like tries to disturb my peace. So obviously someone comes in, and then they go into the stall next to me. And so I'm like, shit, like now I have to like be more slowly, be more mellow. You know, I couldn't really like let everything go at once. If not, I'm probably A, gonna fart, or B, you're gonna hear my shit coming down into the water. And I didn't want either of those. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna be very slow and gentle with my shit, right? So I hear someone else comes in, and I know that they're gonna try to either open my stall or the other person's stall. Obviously, you can tell when the first stall is like taken, but you can't really tell on the stall that I'm in because the restroom, here's the door and the toilet's like all the way back here, so you can't really see anyone's feet. The first stall you can because here's the door and here's like the toilet. So she comes to my stall and she tries to open it, and I don't really say anything. I don't know why I'm like embarrassed to ever be like, hey, like, bitch, there's someone in the fucking restroom, like, the fuck, hop off, you know? No, sorry for calling you a bitch. She's a real good girl. Good woman. She's like way older than me. Anyways, so she tries to open it, and it doesn't open the first time, but sometimes you kind of have to like push it hard because these doors get stuck. So she tried it again, and it popped open, and I heard when that thing like popped open, my eyes went like poop to the door because I was like trying to get tissue paper out, and mind you, this tissue paper is like literally like this, like a dick hair of a size. It's like the thinnest thing ever, and I like, you have to have like a bunch of it in your freaking hand just so you won't get like anything on your fingers, nothing. And I knew I took the biggest shit, so obviously I had to grab like a bunch of tissue, right? So like, let's be real here. And I grab a bunch of tissue, and I'm over here struggling though. I'm like crouching, like I'm trying to like get a bunch of tissue. I'm like this at this point. And she opens the stall, and she sees me going like a little fucking mouse, like trying to take out all the fucking tissue paper that I needed. And she kind of looks at me. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And she walks out, and like I'm over here like butt ass naked, like on this toilet, taking like, I'm still taking a shit as I'm doing this, you know. And she was like, did you lock it? And I was like, yeah, like I had to get up and lock the door. TMI, but that's a true story. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys another story that happened in middle school. This is gonna be really funny, so yeah, it's gonna be 2 story times in one video because 5 minutes is a little too short, and I definitely want to make it a little longer. So yeah. Okay, so this happened in the 7th grade, and I was making a lot of friends in the 7th grade, and at this point I had this friend named Brittany. I'm just gonna say her name. I had this really close friend at the time named Brittany, and we were really, really close. We were like getting there, you feel? So I love eating hot Cheetos. I used to love putting hot Cheetos, lemon, and tapatio together. They were just like the best combination in my mind. And I knew every single time I didn't put like a drop of fucking tapatio. Like, there was a soup at the bottom, and me and my crazy ass, I'm like salivating while I'm telling you guys. This isn't, no. Swallow that shit. Anyways, so I used to grab the bowl and drink all of the stuff at the bottom, like all the tapatio, all the lemon juice, and like the powder of the chips, you know? So I used to drink that all, and I always remember, like, after I ate that shit, the next morning, I would need to take, like, the biggest fucking reddish shit ever, all the time. All the time. This might be TMI, but, like, let me tell you guys, like, this is, like, 100 right here. So I would go, in this particular night, I did that, and so the next morning, it was school. And I had completely forgot that I ate in chips that night, so I forgot to prepare myself in the morning, wake up a little early to use the restroom. And I didn't do that. I went to school, and I was already supposed to go to class. It was probably like 5 or 10 minutes before I needed to go to class. And I told my friend, I was like, hey, like, Brittany, can you come with me to the restroom? For some reason, I didn't want to go alone, so she came with me to the restroom, and I went inside one of the stalls, and I couldn't let everything loose because there were so many goddamn people there, and mind you, my friend was there, so I couldn't really let everything go and her hear me, like, all my, like, stuff come out. It's just gross, and I don't think that's really ladylike, but I kind of did it really slowly. Have you guys ever flush the toilet, use the restroom, and if you still need to use the restroom, you still flush it, or you turn on, like, the little AC to, like, dry your hands? I do that. I'm the type of person, I don't give a flying fuck. You can be, like, another person in there, and I'll do it, and I'll go use the restroom. So, I'm that type of person. So, this particular time, I didn't do that. I should have done it. And she was like, hey, Bridget, like, hurry up. Like, we have to go to class already. I'm like, wait. Like, I'm almost done. Don't leave yet. So, she's waiting for me to get out of the restroom. You guys, it was diarrhea. It wasn't even, like, normal hard shit. So, you know, my shit was, like, everywhere. Like, there was that red stuff, hot lava everywhere on my ass because it literally just came out of me like water. And, I was like, okay. So mind you, the tissues at my school, let me give you a little, they were like this. Sorry, that's makeup, by the way. They were like this big, like this thin. And I only probably grabbed like 10 of them because they're so thin. I wiped myself once and I pulled in my pants. I didn't think anything of it afterwards, and I leave. So we were walking to class, and I was like, and I feel something, like, on my bottoms, like, on my pants, like, right where, like, my butthole is at, right? And I go ahead, and I'm like, oh, my God, Brittany, like, I have to go use the restroom. She's like, okay, but I'm gonna go to class because it's already getting late. I'm like, okay, cool. So she goes to class. I go to the restroom. And when I go to the restroom, I pull down my pants. There was shit everywhere because I did not clean myself. How I did not clean myself, I don't know. You don't know how to properly clean yourself until you get to high school. It's a fact. Look it up. It's not just me trying to protect myself. I kind of am, but still, like, this is, like, really embarrassing at this point because I have to be like this for the rest of the day. Who knows if I'm going to smell like shit. Remember that. So, I clean it all up, and I wipe myself, like, fucking butt-ass clean. Butt-ass clean. And so then I go to class, and I'm sitting down, right, and we're all talking, we're all having a good time, and one of my friends was like, oh my God, like, doesn't it smell like shit? I was like, oh my God, like, it's because I stepped on shit this morning. That was my excuse, but that was not the fucking reason. The only reason why I smell like fucking doo-doo was because I shit my pants. Because I didn't wipe myself right. Only me, only fucking me. Just my luck. It's always me. I always have to fuck up everything. So yeah. Alright guys, so that is my story time video. I hope you guys, my two-parter story time video. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me guys, what was your favorite story time? And if you guys have any embarrassing stories you want to leave in the comments for me to laugh later on, please do so. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm a new YouTuber. I barely obviously started today. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, bye guys.